Hey gang, I had some thoughts tonight on Jezebel that I wanted to share that came to me while I was talking with my family as we were finishing dinner. We get this idea in the charismatic and Pentecostal movement that Jezebel is a major spirit. It's one of the big ones, as it were. Um, I'd like to offer a little bit more of a more realistically aligned perspective. Jezebel is a messenger of Baal. That's it. Jezebel is a messenger. She is really just a 2-bit little tiny entity. The major one that she is a messenger for is the spirit of Baal. Now, Jezebel is a messenger. She's not as big as we make her out to be. She hides behind the camouflage of the culture, and we say she's the major one that wars against the prophets and this, that, and the other, which is true. But here's the kicker, gang. She is a messenger for one of the major entities, and that is all she is. So, she is a messenger, and Father sends her against his messengers, the prophets. Now, what causes a Jezebel spirit to take place or to take root is when somebody gets wounded, they make a decision that, come hell or high water, they will refuse assistance or vulnerability or any situation in which there's a possibility that they could get wounded. Any situation. So whether they are male or female, young or old, rich or poor, if you have a situation in which somebody has been wounded and they make an inner covenant with themselves, a vow of sorts, that they are not going to let themselves become vulnerable to another person, no matter what, and they are not going to risk hurt or pain, then you have the open door for a Jezebel spirit to take root. They reject not only the unproductive pain that Father doesn't want us to go through, but they also reject the opportunity for productive pain that Father does want to take us through. There's a certain amount of pain that each one of us is going to have in our lives so that we can develop into the man or woman of God that the Lord has called us to be. We cannot do that if we reject the pain and the seasons of testing and proving. And if we have made a covenant with darkness or anyone that wants to make a covenant that we are not going to get hurt no matter what after we've been massively wounded, then we've opened the door and the opportunity for the messenger of Baal, Jezebel, to take root. And as a result, we make ourselves, whether or not we realize it, potentially vulnerable and available to become messengers of Baal ourselves because we open the door for his messenger. So instead of becoming a messenger of the Most High and a messenger of the kingdom, we end up becoming a messenger of Baal after the fashion of Jezebel. Gang, this is serious. When you look at the texts of 1 Kings, you draw some inferences here that Omri, who was Ahab's father, made an alliance with, I believe it was the Phoenicians, the people of Tyre or Sidon, and he made this alliance through marriage of his son Ahab to Jezebel. Jezebel was probably very much wounded from that political alliance and being made chattel for some sort of a treaty between her father and Omri, the king of Israel. As a result, when you see the manifestation of all of her behavior, starting in 1 Kings 18, when Elijah the Tishbite comes and rebukes the king Ahab. You see the manifestations of her, which provides a prototype for the Jezebel spirit. It provides an opening into that nation to be controlled by Baal, which is precisely what that spirit was looking for. So, gang, just some thoughts here, and I want to bless y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.